Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. My tongue seems to be getting tight today, so I'm trying to slow my words down. Their energy kind of speeds me up. I don't think I've done a reading for you before, so I like to explain real quick kind of how this works. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. Try to describe the picture the best that I can. There is always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, just keep it in mind because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. Go, oh, I know what she's talking about. This is not exact science. Sometimes you'll have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. She's probably not going to give me all the details. She'll give me just enough so you know what she's referring to. It's her show. It's her ball game. So we'll let mom. She says, I know what the hell I'm doing. like telling me, I know what I'm doing. I know you do, but maybe he doesn't. um, she's being a little bossy, which I don't care. They boss me around all the time. Usually they tell me to clean my desk up or something. I'm in my camper, so I'm not at my dirty desk. Okay, she's trying. What are you showing me? Hang on, I could ask her something. Okay, she's showing me something that she's making cookie, but it's like in a sheet cake pan. But I didn't think she was making a sheet cake when she started this. It looked more like she was putting several different ingredients in it. Tell what it is. Okay, it's up to them to bring it through clear enough for me. So it could be some kind of a sheet cake, but I don't think it is because it didn't look like that when it started. So I thought it was more like big noodles or something. But it's your favorite dish. Your favorite dish. But this is in a cake pan, so it's not like cooked on top of the stove. So whatever that favorite dish was that would be in a pan similar to that, you will smell that. Like when she would take it out of the oven and it'd be fresh, and you get that smell. You'll smell that. And you could be outside, you can be in the store, you can be in your car. It doesn't matter where you're at. You get that little whiff of that. Know that that's a sign from her. Validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more. If you want more, it's your free will choice. Why would you think I left you? I would never leave my baby boy. She's kind of being very matter of fact about it. Like, of course I'm not going to leave you. I heard every word that was said. Pinky swear. Now, I don't, did you guys used to do pinky swears? Did somebody in the room do some kind of a pinky swear type thing? Did you ask her, say something in front of her about pinky swear? Something about a promise. I promised. I promised. You may not have known I promised, but I promised. And love never dies. Love never dies. And even when they're in a coma and you think they don't hear you, they hear every word you say. Every word. My uncle was dying of brain cancer, and my brother says, "Oh, you don't need to go see him. He doesn't know anybody." When I walked in the room, he talked about me. Not to me, because he couldn't, because, the tumor had already gotten to him, but he talked about me, so I knew he knew that I was there. They know. Um, we, how do I explain this? Sometimes you're already partway, got one foot on the other side, if that makes sense. So, and you see people like, let's say you're in a car accident and you hear people say, well, I was hovering above and watching them work on me, because we're not quite gone, but we're not quite there yet. So they still hear every word. She says, and you make total sense. I totally understand. Something about coffee. Don't know if you were sitting there drinking coffee. She wanted coffee. She smelled coffee. Something about coffee and about that moment. Maybe somebody left the room to go get coffee and she left. Sometimes I'll just throw words out. She says, and everything's okay. She just kind of shrugs her shoulders because everything's okay. It went the way it was supposed to go. It's okay. Just kind of no big deal. I just want to see you happy. She says sometimes you get, and you might have just got one, because she showed me when she said that maybe you'll feel like a chill, like a shiver, like a, how I'm not even doing it right. That's her energy. You're going to feel her energy that way. Can't always tell somebody else is going to feel the energy, because you're not going to feel it the same way I feel it. But you're going to get that chill, and that's just her energy. So when you get that, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more if you want it. That's your free will choice. You don't have to. She says, aren't you just a bundle of nerves? I don't know if she's talking about this reading or something going on in your life right now, like a job or something's irritating you or getting on your nerves. She's not saying, and I'm not going to try to guess. We don't guess. She has to tell me exactly. I see other mediums kind of ad lib, keep it going. I don't do that. If she doesn't tell me, I'm not going to add stuff in there. I don't know why that came up. I've never said that before. Oh, and I kind of apologize for asking so many questions of your family before, trying to get just the little bit of information that I need to do my readings, because I always tell people, don't ever feed a medium unless you have cookies. And I feel like I asked too many questions, but I was so confused on who she was, whose mother, wife, whatever she was. So that's what I was trying to clear up. So I had that situation under control. So don't ever, if you go to a medium, they ask you a bunch of questions, get up and leave. Because they shouldn't have to ask more than a couple things. I just like to pinpoint to make sure that I have the right person. So anyway, I did ask too many questions. And I don't do that normally. I just figure out if she's sister, mother, grandmother, whatever. I was confused. Sorry. That's only because I was confused. She wants to know if you remember, and I usually ask them not to go back too far where you'd be too young to remember stuff, but if you remember how you always put your shoes on the wrong feet and she got so frustrated. She says I got not frustrated, exasperated, because you were always putting your shoes on the wrong feet. And now she has a big smile on her face. She goes, like it really made any difference. She's trying to validate to you that it's her. She's talking about some tapping or some knocking. So, and I'm just going to say probably in your house. It doesn't have to be in your house. It could be in your vehicle. I don't know if she's tapping or knocking. If you're going to hear, but whenever you hear that, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more if you want more. And if it scares you, ask her to please stop. I don't ever get any of that fun stuff in my house. I don't allow them in there unless I'm doing a reading. You have also felt her messing with your hair, and I don't know if she's going like this or if she's just doing a little bit of a fly. My hair looks pretty bad. I'm at the lake. Fly lands on this spiky stuff, I can feel it. It could feel as slight as that, or like a bug crawling across your head. Now my ear's itching like there's something there. So you should feel, you might go like that. Go, the heck is that? Normally, it doesn't have to be, but normally it'll be like you're sitting on the couch, kind of, how you watch TV and get kind of numbed out. She says, "Good Lord, I don't do it during ball games." You are one of the loves of my life. Our life might have been kind of hard for a while, but you never really complained when you were little. You were a happy boy. You were a happy boy. And we got by with what we had and made do, and life was good. When we get older, we want more, but don't get too caught up in that. Don't get so caught up in it you forget about what real life is about. It's about things like when you're young and make what? Make you make something out of a piece of rope. I don't know think back when you were real little, did you make something out of a piece of rope and had a blast with it? Maybe tied things onto it or hung it up in a tree and swung from it. She's not saying exactly what you did with this piece of rope, but you had a blast with it when you were little. She says, don't forget the simple things. The big fancy house and car isn't what the world is supposed to be. Remember how happy you were with just those simple things. The basic thing. She's kind of being very, not adamant isn't the word I want to use. Just, I don't know what word I need to use on that one. Just remember when life was good and you didn't have to work your butt off. She's making me itch. A lot of times when they get real close to me, my head starts itching like I have head lice. Like I said, don't look at my hair. Lake life is rough on my hair. So she says, don't get so serious over the adult things that really don't mean anything. Enjoy your life and don't forget that family and love is the most important thing in the world. And yes, I heard you tell me that you love me several times before I left, and I can still hear it now. I can feel that now. It's a very beautiful feeling when somebody from down there sends love to us up here. And we wish everybody could feel that way about everybody down there and up here. So don't forget that, and don't forget love is free. You can't buy it. She's I think my puppy's asleep. I have a little Yorkie puppy, and she's pointing at it, and she says, "Now you can buy that love," meaning that I bought the puppy, and the puppy loves me so much, and I love her so much. Yes, I did buy that, but I still can't buy her love because if I kicked her around all day, every day, well, I don't know. Dogs seem to love you anyway, even if you abuse them. That's kind of the point she's trying to get at because she likes the puppy. If I say her name too many times, she's going to get up. It's bad supper time. She's mentioning strawberries. She could have loved strawberries. Maybe you do. Maybe you just ate one. Maybe you thought about getting some. Um, just know that I love you and I'm always watching out for you. Love never dies. Oh, she's wanting me. I just heard this today and I'm going to figure out how to put this up somewhere. She wants you to know this. I am not this hair. I am not this skin. I am the soul that lives within. So we're not really this body, we're the soul, we're the spirit, this is our vehicle. This hair, this skin is our vehicle for our soul to run around on earth in. And she says, I still have the same soul. And your soul is beautiful, just like you are, my baby boy. And then she reaches, you should feel, how the pinch on the cheek. It's more like what my grandma, her friends used to always bet to me. Pinch on the cheek. You're so cute. Cute as a bug in a rug. So you should feel that. It may not feel like an actual pinch. It could feel like just a hot spot. It could feel like a pin pricking you. It could feel like something on there that you can't get off. Like I said, I don't know exactly how you will feel the energy. With that, she's going to leave. Don't forget that I still love you. I love you with all my heart, 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 heart. I love you. Again, she mentions coffee. And she's walking away. Okay. Thank you, my dear, for allowing me to be her voice. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Just in time, air conditioner's kicking on, going to make noise. Later.